So curdling of milk is a chemical change. Curd is a new substance, and we cannot convert it into milk again. That is why it is considered as chemical change. Now, identifying uh, physical changes. Identifying physical changes, some points are given here. I mean, some terms are given here, that is dissolving, melting, freezing, boiling, and evaporation, condensation, sublimation. Now, dissolving. Dissolving is a physical change. This is because no new substance is formed. For example, if we add 1 teaspoonful sugar or salt with a glass of water, then a solution of sugar and water will be formed, and we can easily get back sugar and water from the solution by heating the solution. That is why dissolving is a physical change. Because no new substance is formed, when a solid is dissolved in a liquid, then the solid breaks up into individual molecules which occupy the empty intermolecular space of the liquid molecules. You know that liquids, in previous chapter you have learned the same. Liquids have intermolecular spaces, and the solid, when dissolved, the molecules of the solid takes the spaces between, takes the intermolecular spaces of the liquid. It is reversible, and as the solid can be obtained by we can easily separate solid and liquid by the process of evaporation. That is why dissolving is a kind of physical change. Then melting. Melting, when ice is kept at room temperature or heated, it changes into water. So melting is a physical change, as no new substance is formed, and the process can be easily reversed by changing the temperature. That means we can get back ice once again from the water. Then freezing. You can take the same example. Then boiling and evaporation. The process in which a liquid changes into vapor by absorbing heat. That means, what is boiling? Boiling, the process in which a liquid on heating changes into vapor at a particular temperature is called boiling. You know the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. That means at 100 degrees Celsius temperature, water starts boiling, and during boiling the temperature remains same. Both boiling and evaporation are physical changes, as no new substance is formed, and both the processes can be easily reversed by changing the temperature only. Now, factors affecting the rate of evaporation. Factors affecting the rate of evaporation, that is surface area. Once again, factors affecting the rate of evaporation are surface area, temperature, humidity, speed of air. These are very easy things, you can easily understand. Rate of evaporation will be increased if the surface area is larger. That is why when we are drinking tea or milk, if it is very hot, we use a plate to increase the surface area to make the milk or tea colder. Then temperature. If the temperature is increased, the rate of evaporation also will be increased. Humidity. If the humidity is increased, increased humidity in the atmosphere. Humidity means the amount of water vapor present in the air. The rate of evaporation decreases with increase in humidity. That means when the air is humid, the rate of evaporation will be decreased. Then speed of air, the rate of evaporation increases with increase in the speed of air. So these are some of the factors affecting the rate of evaporation. Then importance of chemical changes. Importance of chemical changes. Some chemical changes are very, very important for us to sustain life. For example, photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a chemical change in which carbon dioxide combines with water to form carbohydrate and some other substances. So here carbon dioxide is a gas, water is a liquid combined to form carbohydrate, that is glucose. So, and we cannot get back water and carbon dioxide from glucose, and a completely new substance, glucose, is formed by combining water and carbon dioxide. That is why it is a chemical change. For example, respiration. In respiration, glucose molecule oxidized in presence of oxygen to form carbon dioxide and water vapor. So you can easily understand that the properties and composition of carbon dioxide and water vapor are completely different than that of the properties of carbohydrate and oxygen. So the new substances are formed and we cannot get back the previous substances. So it is a kind of chemical change. Cooking of food. When food is cooked, that means raw vegetables are used, or when we make any other substances, any other food, when you cook any other food, the characteristics of the substance is completely changed and a new substance is formed, and we cannot get back the previous substance from the new substance. For example, digestion. In digestion, food is digested and a soluble substance is formed from which we cannot get back the food that we eat in solid or liquid form. That is why it's a chemical change. Respiration I told already, curdling of milk I have discussed already, you know that. So these are all the processes by which we can identify whether the changes are chemical change or physical change. Now we have already learned about physical changes and chemical changes. Now what are the differences between physical change and chemical change? You just make two columns. In physical change column, you can say it's a temporary change. Another one is permanent change. The composition of a substance does not change. The composition of substance changes. Then no new substance is formed, new substances are formed. Then this change can be reversed. That means physical changes can be reversed, chemical changes cannot be reversed. It is not necessary in physical changes to release or absorb heat, but in chemical changes either heat will be released or absorbed. So these are some of the differences between physical change and chemical change. Now I am giving some homework questions to you. You have to solve the same at home. Answer the following. Define the following with example. Endothermic change, chemical change, reversible change. These answers are given in the book. You can write from there. How does humidity affects evaporation? That means increased humidity decrease the rate of evaporation. You can write on your own way, but this is the basic point of this question, answer of this question. Now differentiate between physical and chemical change. It is given in the book. You can write the answer on your own way. Why is burning of paper considered a chemical change? It is also given in the book. When a paper burns, ash is formed. ash is completely